Okay, welcome to this class. I'm going to be showing you how to sew the side pocket of the suit. So I've already cut out this my piece and gum it with my gum stem, just like this. Iron it well. So just pay close attention. So these are for the two side pockets. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you with one side pocket. So as you do it like that, you still do the same thing to the other part. So at this point, I'm going to mark 1 inch here. I'm going to mark 1 inch. I'm actually trying to get ½ inch, so I'll fold it like this to make the 1 inch I marked. So automatically I'm having my ½ inch at this point. So do the same thing to the other ones. All right, we've done that. So this is what I want to achieve. This one to this one, this one to this one. I want this color to be showing when I'm done, the horse blood color. So at this ½ inch, I'm going to make my line. I'm going to create this line so that it will be visible. So from that line, I'm going to mark 0.2 here. So I'll still mark it here just to get the straight line. So what I'm doing in this part now, I'm still going to do it on these other ones too. So this line, this one now is where you are going to be sewing. So our pocket's length is going to be 5.5 inches. So I'll mark the 5.5 inches at this point. So I will do the same thing to all of them. All right, so before we fix our pocket, we are going to join our side piece to the front piece. So at this point, I'm going to make a notch here. At this point too, I'm going to make a notch. So I'll put the two of them together. I'm going to sew it. Just make sure you join the right one at the right side and the left one at the left side too. So you join the side piece of the suit to the front piece. So just do that. This is to enable us to fix our pocket. All right, we have joined it. So I'm actually going to open press it. So this is it. So I'm going to open press this part. Oh yes, we have open pressed it. Now look at how it is. So I still have to fold back my 1.5 inch down, fold it in again. So so this is what we have. Now this is the line where we are going to fix our pocket. So from this dart line, I'm going to come out with ½ inch. I'm going to come out with ½ inch. So that is where our pocket is going to start. Remember, our pocket length is 5.5 inches. So I'll mark it from there. So just take note of this. So this one will be down. Then the other color I want it to be showing outside will be up. So place this exactly at that line, at that pocket line. At that pocket line, just like it will be kissing that pocket line. It will not overlap it. It will just be kissing the pocket line. So you make your stitch to this point, then Then stop there, stop at that place. You mark your 5.5. So bring this one. Now it will be kissing it. It will not, take note, it will not go inside, it will not go under it. It will just be kissing this other one. Then you continue sewing from exactly the point you started sewing from the other part. Lock stitch it very well. Then sew it to the point you stopped at this point too. Then you lock stitch it. So that is it. So as you can see from the back, it's looking very nice and equal. So you just open it like this. Then you have to tear the middle. You have to cut the middle. Then turn the back. Turning back. So the same thing we did on the other pocket. This is what we want to get here. It's like a triangular notch. Triangular notch. You stop at that point your stitch is started. Then turn this side too. You still do the same thing. Alright, on this part too, we still want to achieve the same thing here. So cut it to this point, then you make your triangular notch here. Just be very careful with this part because you might mistakenly overcut what you sew or cut where you actually sew. So push them inside. The moment you push them inside, the two of them must have to kiss each other. They must have to be equal, like kissing each other. No one is under each other. They are just kissing each other. So this is it. You're going to iron it. Then before that, open this place. Make sure you hold this part very well. All right, before that, we have to stitch this down part. Just stitch it like this. Still do the same thing to the up side. So this is it. So we're going to sew the edge. Make sure they are equal. Make sure they are equal. At this point, you have to be very careful. Stitch here, then hold the two of them together. Make sure they are kissing together. They are together. They are just directly opposite each other. So cut off this one. See what we have here. So you do the same thing to this part. Just make sure they are directly facing each other. No one should be lapping each other. Just directly facing each other. And it should be closed. There should be no space. There should be no space. So hold it well. This is where you're going to stitch. So hold it well and do the stitching. Remember, there should be no space. They must be kissing together. All right, this is what we have. So we're going to iron it. So after the ironing, this is what is showing us. This is what is giving us. See how neat is it? All right. So take note of this place. This will have 5.5 inch. So we want to do the cover. We want to do the flap, the cover or the flap, or whichever way you call it. So this is a piece which I've also gum with gum stay. I'll get the midpoint of it, mark the 5.5, the midpoint of 5.5. So I'll mark it here. Sorry. I'll just make the line. I'll draw a straight line from this part. So actually I'm going to be using 2.5 inch. So I'm using 2.5 inch here. I just want to get a rectangle with the 5.5 length and the 2.5 width. So I'll mark half here. I'll also mark half here. I just want to create a small curve. The same thing I will do here. Creating that curve. So this is it. I'll bring this piece. This is a line, and I'll just place it on it. Then I'll need to sew it together so that we can turn it. The curvy area, just take it slow to make sure you get the curvy parts. All right, I'll stitch it. I'll have to trim the edges. So I will not turn it. I'll make sure that the curvy area is coming out very well. So I have to iron it and top stitch it. Sorry. So I'm going to top stitch it. Just make sure that the black part is not showing under. Make sure that it's inside, is not really showing outside. So this is actually what we have. So you can now bring your pocket, put it inside like this. So at this point you're going to take measurement of, you're going to be very accurate on this part. From here, take measurement of what you have here. Take measurement of what you have here. I think we are having 1.9. The same thing here. If it is not up to, you have to adjust it until you get the same measurement with this other edge. All right, we are done. So open it this side and make a stitch. Sorry. All right, you can cut off this one. All right, this is it. If you don't really want that opening here, you can stitch it very closely to the edge here, and you can stitch it closely to this part. All right, we are good to go. So this is it. So we need to fix the pocketing, as in to cover the inside. Just watch what I'm doing here. This place is not actually hard, it's just for you to close your pocket. And place your lining from the down one, from the down parts. This is what you're going to do. Okay, you can actually trim this one if it is SS. So this is it. Bring it up like this, then you bring it up. I believe this is not really hard. If you didn't actually understand it, you can watch this video over and over again so that you will get the same results we are having here. So depending on how deep you want your pocket to be, so at this point, this is where you are going to make that choice, how deep you want your pocket to be. To me, I don't really want it to be that deep, just normal. So I'm going to stitch the two sides. I have to trim this one. So at this point, I will stitch this side too. Alright, if you've not subscribed to my channel, YouTube channel, Classy Wear Sewing Workshop, please do well to go to YouTube and subscribe to the channel. Thank you and God bless you for that. At this point, our pocket is ready. You have to take it to the ironing table to iron it well, and that is all. Thank you and God bless you.